Hi, this is Greg with Engaging Teacher. I'm starting a new TPT store, and guiding me through the process will be Rebecca. She started her TPT store over 5 years ago and has agreed to answer my questions and share her experiences running an online business.
All right, so now you have all of the things, and you're going to create your presentation. We need to give credit.
Oh, that's right.
So to give credit, I actually would, first of all, do you know who all of the designers are that you used?
No.
All right, so what don't you know?
So I did keep a list so that I could do this.
Okay.
So in the first slide with the detectives, I know EduClips, but I don't know who made the chalkboard. And since the font, we changed it, I didn't know who made Chalk Dash. So, but you told me why not to use that, so that's fine.
Now, if that person had given you permission to use it for commercial use and you saved it as a picture, you would still need to give them credit.
Okay.
Like we did in the last
Like
one.
in the last one. So, okay. All
Just
right.
keep that in mind.
Good to know. The next one I have all of that information.
But we went in and got
we changed it.
And we did Crystal Walden's
Yeah, so I'd have
Creative Clips. Okay, I can show you how to do that.
And then
you know who did the jelly?
yes,
That was
EduClips.
Okay.
And then that is just Century Gothic title. And
This
then
one? No, this is not Century Gothic.
It's not? Oh, it is
Red
KG
Hand.
Red
So we
Hand.
need to change that.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Man, it's a you forget how much stuff you have to keep track of.
let's make sure. Yep. Okay. And then you want to bold that one out. Yeah.
Okay, now that looks better with the bold. I like that.
All right.
Okay. So now that's Century Gothic, so all I have to do is the paper and the jellyfish. And then on the last one, I know the paper is Red Pepper, and the bear is Empty Jar Illustrations, and I don't remember the font now.
Okay. Now, because we saved it as a picture, we still want to give them credit.
We have to give them credit.
Okay. So if we look up here in the picture, here you can't tell, but if you go back to your original one, when you click in the box, it tells you it's KG.
Okay, so it's KG.
Okay. So now you can do a couple of different things. If you are going to consistently use the same vendors over and over again, you can make like one catch-all, hey, this is who I used for everything. If you're going to use different people throughout, I would do it per presentation or per product. These are the people that I used for this product. Okay?
Okay, so as you start to buy and create, you're probably going to like a certain designer, and it may make sense to make one credits page that you can just use over and over and over, kind of as a time saver, right? Okay, all right.
So let's just do it within this one for right now. And we'll do this at the end. So the first one you said, and I'm going to go back to TPT because you need to get the links for all these people. Okay? A lot of them, when you download the product, let's see if Crystal Walden actually had that in here. Here's her terms of use. So here's the button that she has. Here's the terms of use, which we've read her things before, so we're good. So we're going to copy her button.
So does the button have the link in already, or we have to add the link?
We have to add the link.
Okay.
So we're just going to paste the button. And depending on how many people you use, you can have them different sizes.
Okay.
Other people put different information in here for their credits page. So they have, hey, here's where you can use my stuff. If you want to learn more about me, click here and here. And then, hey, these are the people I used, and they have them at the bottom. Some people have a whole separate page that say, these are the people I used, and they give that whole page to them. That is a personal preference, and we'll look at some examples of those later.
Okay.
Okay? So for right now, let's just call this the credits page. So I'm going to insert a text box. You can call this clip art and fonts or credits page, whatever you want to call it. Just as long as people know what it's doing. And I would do this Century Gothic since that's what you've done before. Alright, so now we've got our button for Creative Clips,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't do anything. So we want to make sure that when people click on this, that it goes to the store, that there's a link. So you can do a couple of different things. You can come up here. If you look, because you're in her store, for Teachers Pay Teachers, it says Krista Walton. So this is the address. So if I were to copy this, unpin that, and if I go to a blank tab and I paste it in, that's going to take me right to her store.
Okay.
Okay? So I can simply paste that link below there. And somebody can see that that's a link.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I can also attach that link or put it inside the picture.
Okay.
And so the way that we're going to do that is you highlight the picture and you right click and you go to link.
Okay.
Okay? Now, when you do that, it asks you for the address. Where do you want it to go? So you do the same thing. You paste that link there and you hit OK. So if you click on it though, nothing happens in here because you have to be in full screen mode. So if I'm here and I click on that, you can see now it's going to take me to.
Ah. Okay.
So that, I don't know if there's technically a right or a wrong way. This for sure lets them know where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of assumes that your audience is savvy enough to know that they have to click not only on the picture, but it has to be in full screen mode. So those are some things. And that's because this is in PowerPoint. If you're doing this in Adobe and a PDF, it's a different process.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to leave that kind of up to you. I've seen people do it both ways.
I guess it
Fine.
depends on how many people have to give credit to and how it looks on the slide too.
All right, so we know Creative Clips. You said another one was Empty Jar.
Illustration.
So when I start typing in empty, up here, these are all activities, but if I look here, there's sellers. There's Empty Jar Illustrations.
Okay.
Now, if they don't have, like, grab my button or you don't know where it is,
Mm-hmm.
something you can also do is take their store logo because you're still giving them credit. And more often than not, it's the same thing.
Hmm.
Okay, so now I've got her logo there, or his logo, and I'm just going to copy the address. I'm going to put it down below just so that we know we've got it.
Which also makes sense because like that one doesn't have the name of the store
Mm-hmm.
where the link does. Okay.
All right. Let's look in here and see if they have by TPT for TPT. Clip art. They don't really have a, here's my button. A lot of times sellers will have it as a separate product,
Mm.
and so you can just download it.
Those
So,
are free products, so would it be in the in one of those products?
they might have it, let's look. Plus you're getting more free clip art. Now for a lot of nice stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so download.
Logo.
Alright, so let's look. I'm going to go to their product. And so we can see these are their black and white versions, their color versions. Here's their logo. Looks very similar to what they have in their store, but let's give them what they have as their logo. So there have been times though with clip artists that I cannot find a logo, like they don't include it, especially if they're a newer clip artist, they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I always go up to their store and I at least copy what they have in their store, so I've got some sort of picture for them.
Okay.
I mean, technically you can get away with just the link, but it just looks nicer if you have their logo in there. All right, you said another one was EduClips.
Yes.
EduClips. Let's see if she's got her button. Let's just go to her freebies. Oh, look. She's got thankful stuff. We might need to look at that. All right. I'm sure she's got her button somewhere too, but I just don't feel like looking for it, and I know I can find it this way. And so all of these things that I'm downloading, don't forget I'm going to need to delete them off my desktop.
Okay, and organize them in a folder.
Yeah.
I can see how this can get
Right?
overwhelming very quickly.
Very quickly. So her button looks like, let's go back to her store. Her store, yep. So, all right.
Similar. Okay.
I'm just going to copy that and put that in and then make sure I get her store address. And I'm going to go back to her main store, not just to one product. I mean, you could certainly go just to one product and link it, but it's just better if you link them to their entire store.
I see.
It's more courteous so that maybe they'll make a different sale for something else from somebody. Okay. And who else did you have? Red Pepper?
Yes, the last one. Oh, and KG. So red pepper and KG.
Okay. Red Pepper.
I think it's one word.
I think so too. There she is. And she have her button somewhere? See if I can type in butt. No. All right. I know that her button looks like this. I'm just going to copy this picture. Not that I've ever used her products before. But. And I just want to make sure that I'm in her. Is that right?
I think you
Oh,
put
'cause I typed
search
in
button.
button.
Yeah.
Get out of that. Because I want to just be in her store.
Yeah. So can you click on?
There we go.
Okay.
And I can look up here and just, it's pretty short, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you can see I'm going to have to play with the sizes of some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
But at least now I've got it all. And KG?
Yes.
Oh, she goes by her name. Kimberly Guesswine. Kimberly, what's your button look like? Let's look at her free stuff. I'm just going to download this quickly. Don't use this one though for commercial until you buy a commercial license.
Mm.
So she just has her terms of use and the font. There's no picture of her button. So for her, I'm probably just going to use her picture because I don't see a button.
Okay.
I thought she used to have one. Oh, there's only 2 pages. I can look through both of these just to see. Alright, oh wait. Free school. Oh, so look at that. She even does it for schools. If schools want to use her font.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Alright. So I can't find your button. I hope this is okay, Kimberly Guess Wine. So I'm going to copy your image so I at least give you credit. Very nice picture. And we need to go back just to the store. Copy that and paste. All right. So now you have your credits page. You can just save that. A lot of people come in here and they'll put a background and they'll make it cute, but this is what you need at the least, the very least.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on that?
Nope. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.